factor it first. And when we factor it, we notice that one factor is identical, so that's nice and that simplifies. But just because that factor is simplified, it's still a non-permissible value. So x can't equal 3 and x can't equal negative 3 are our non-permissible values. The 3 that doesn't go away will be a vertical asymptote. The negative 3 that simplified will be a hole. And to find out where that hole is, we have to write our simplified equation. I'm going to do that in blue. My new equation would be 1 over x minus 3. You have to remember that since the x minus 3 was in the denominator, after it's simplified, it's still in the denominator. If everything cancels out in your numerator like it does, then you're left with a 1, because it's simplifying to 1 over 1. So this is our new equation, 1 over x minus 3, and we use that new equation to find the y-coordinate of our hole. If I plug negative 3 into this equation, I'm going to get 1 over negative 6. And everything moving forward, horizontal asymptotes, intercepts, nice points, all go into this blue equation. So if I want to find out if I have a horizontal asymptote, which I do, I look at the blue equation. The degree is bigger in the denominator. Whenever your degree is bigger in the denominator, you have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. Y-intercept, plug in 0 into the blue equation, and you get 1 over negative 3. X-intercept, and here's where I notice students sometimes make mistakes because they go back to the original equation. If you go back to the original equation, sometimes you want to say, oh, there's an x-intercept at negative 3 because that would make the top 0. However, our new equation just has a 1 on the top. Is 1 ever equal to 0? No, there are no x-intercepts on this graph. So when we put everything in so far that we have found, we have a vertical asymptote at x equals 3, a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. We know that our x-intercept is at 0, negative 1 over 3, and we have a hole at negative 3, negative 1 over 6. So in this section with the hole and the intercept, you have enough information. You know it has to go down towards the asymptote, because if it went up, you would have an x-intercept, and we already figured out that there are no x-intercepts. And since we have nothing to the right of x equals 3, we have to do a nice point. I'm going to choose 4. If I plug in 4 into the blue equation, I get 4 comma 1. And I have enough information to draw that part of the graph as well. So I'm going to give you a question to graph. And once you have this one graphed and you've shown me, then you can work on your take-home quiz after that. So